I did fire my OB, but I want to tell you the whole story. So, the OB that delivered me is not the same OB that I picked out for my whole pregnancy. My actual OB was on vacation when all this was going down. So the OB that delivered me, and there was a couple different ones because there's also residents here. She was on call and she came in and she is like she's literally God looks out for you because she is the best doctor to have for a C-section or for any type of thing going wrong. She is the one you want. So she was on call and she was called in to do my emergency C-section. She was amazing. She saved my life twice that day. First with the emergency C-section, and then 12 hours later, the emergency hysterectomy. And then also the residents were there as well. They were all phenomenal. My OB did not touch me. He literally, I would see him for like a minute in the office, and that was it. So when he came back the following week, he didn't even have like the audacity to look at my chart. Like he was completely clueless, and he came. His bedside manner was just awful. He comes into my room, and I'm like still like I just got out of the ICU a couple days ago. I'm still like on the struggle bus. I don't feel right. Like, and he's like, "Oh, so I hear you got 1 liter of blood and you're ready to go home." And I'm like, um, definitely not what happened. And I'm like, have you read my chart? And he's like, no, no, I didn't read it. I'm like, well, I had placenta accreta and I bled out twice. And I'm having issues with my blood pressure. I'm having issues with my blood levels. I'm having issues with my heart. And he just kind of looked at me and he's like, oh. And I'm like, I got 22 units of blood total. I got 10 units of blood. I got 6 units of plasma, 6 units of fresh frozen plasma. I mean, platelets. Um, I got iron, I got tons of different things. So I was really bad off to say the least. And he was completely clueless. I was on like a ton of pain. I asked for something for pain and he told me ibuprofen and Tylenol is good enough. So to say the least, I was like, no, I'm firing you. And I would like one of the OBs that were actually that saved my life to take care of me. And that's who I got. So the OBs that did save my life, and they were phenomenal. They got me on iron, they got me blood, they got me on decent pain management, abdominal binders, they put me on mag. What else did they do? They did tons. They kept me there for a couple more days. Um, and then every week they've had me like come in and follow it up, and like they said they've been praying for me, thinking about me. So it is not the OB that saved my life that I fired. Never in a million years would I fire her. It was the OB that did not. He never did anything to me besides see me for like 30 seconds in the office, and then that was it. So I did want to like make that clear. That is the whole story time, and I'm getting hate for no reason. That uh um of firing the OB that saved my life. That was not the case. So I just wanted to clear that. So you can fire your doctor if people were not aware. It is possible. If you are not happy with your care, it is your right to even fire nurses. Uh, but yeah, so I did fire him. And yeah, he was your typical man, very dismissive to say the least, and just didn't care, in and out type person. So I thought he was phenomenal, but I guess people change over the years.